So what are you getting your kids for the holidays? What do you get family members for the holidays? As a new toy, new sporting equipment. But the other day, my son told me two stocks he wanted to get. I'm talking about that today, and listen in because I was really surprised. Okay, so welcome back to another show this Friday. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Please encourage you to stick around and listen to because I'm going to bring out a great message today. And really a little about stocks and about creating a legacy because a lot of you may be younger, not really understand what that is, but I'm really going to help you get a good mindset and understand what it is and how you can probably change your future today. Because when you do that, you have it implanted in your mind and you can have these seeds and you can make that decision for the future and really change that. If you've already been a subscriber, welcome back once again. And none of my information is financial information, just really sharing with you what I'm currently doing. So today's we're going to talk about how to create a legacy with your kids. Kids growing up today, you don't know, everything's so different. They have so much planning in their minds. They don't really know what they're doing. You've really got to plant seeds in their minds early on, really show them what they can achieve, what they can do. Because I'm talking about how my son, he wanted to pick up two stocks, and I was really surprised because with the holidays coming up, you don't know what the kids are gonna ask you for today. But I was really surprised, and I'm talking about that today, and also what he did pick, and also really break it down and give you more detail as well. But most holidays, kids always want the games, the toys, and everything, and so you don't really know what they want. The latest games coming out, there's so many games coming out right now. You know what they want. So you really got to really focus and drive them and tell them what they want because you want them to have something that'll last forever, whether for fun or for enjoyment. But you also got to share a lesson with them on why they should have it, why should they choose one thing or the other. And you realize about creating a legacy, spending time with them in the future, watching them grow up, taking them on vacations and everything, enjoying life and really making things different. Because to do that, you've really got to plan out your day. I mean, you don't really talk about this in school, but you really have to plan your day, plan out your life, because things you want to do or see tomorrow, you've really got to have an idea of what you want to do today. It's really taking some deep thought, thinking about some things. You might just sit back and relax and really think, put down your phone and really just sit back and think sometimes. And then, in the future, you can watch them play sports when they grow up and see how far they can go because they'll really do a lot of things in the future. And you want to spend time with them, see how they're growing and how they're changing their lives. So it's really about creating a legacy. What do you want to do? What do you want to see from them? Where do you want to change your family line? Because I'm sure a lot of you here are not walking around millionaires, like Donald Trump, who's passing on a legacy to his kids. So you really want to change your life, change your future. And you really got to plant those seeds and you got to change your life today to make things like that happen. Because once you do that, anything is possible. So, why? You want to change your future because, a lot of people aren't living at the middle class line or even below that line. So you really want to change that so you're in that other line and, so your kids aren't stressing about things in the future because I'm sure a lot of you are stressing, with debt. How you got to pay off these college loans, how you got to pay off these bills and so on. So you really want to change that and, give something to your kids that they can live on, cherish forever, and really remember you. So you want to change, leave a legacy. That's really what it's all about because things like this will last, it'll last 100, maybe 200 years or so because they'll come back and say, hey, this person changed my life, changed our family future because of what he or she did, things like that because of how we're living today, because they did this so early on, they'll remember who you are. They will remember who you are, what you did, and you made some changes in your life, make some sacrifices today so that you can have a different future. Yes, it's a little deep today, a little bit more deep thinking, not exactly your, coming out with all these little things out, but you really want to change how things are today for a better future tomorrow. So it's really, you won't see, a lot of times you may not see this happen, but you will have, you'll good peace of mind sometimes. You can know what you've done have made a big difference in your family future. So, like I said, you don't know what the holidays coming up. You don't know what your kids are going to want. You don't know what even your spouse or somebody wants. So it's really about changing everything. It's about making a deep change in something, how they want to do things. But you've got to plant some seeds in it so they can make these changes in the future. And so My son came up to me about a week ago. I said, Dad, I wanted to buy on some stocks. And I was really surprised, but I really shouldn't be that surprised. I've been planting seeds in him for years, so a lot of things like that happened for a reason. So a lot of you may be thinking you can do this with a Robinhood account, open an account for your kid, and get a free stock as well. Sorry, that didn't happen because Robinhood does not offer child accounts. They don't offer you to be a sponsor for them. So you have to look at other areas to do that. But if you don't have a Robinhood account, you can click the link below and try to bring a Robinhood account. You'll get a free stock, and I'll get a free stock as well. But I went back and used an account I've had for him for a while. I have a USA account with him, and since I was in the military. And so I opened up an account with, I bought these stocks through that account for him. And so, as you've seen, Tesla and Ford, they've been having this big battle recently. And a week ago, Elon Musk came out and said he's releasing his Cybertruck, this little space-age little vehicle, and they had a battle between Ford and Tesla, and the Tesla truck won. So, and then surprisingly, my son said he wanted a Tesla stock as well as a Ford stock. So now we're going to do a quick little deep dive, or brief dive, in Ford and Tesla as well. So I bought Ford for about $9.10. Ford's been around a long time. Currently paying a dividend of about 60 cents, 6.66 yield. And Ford's one of the world's largest vehicle manufacturers, with over 6 million units manufactured, sold globally. In our view, the company has made significant progress executed on its One Ford plan and delivering best-in-class vehicles. The company also remains committed to positioning itself well within the evolving auto industry through balanced investments across electrification, autonomy, and mobility services. Market cap of $35 billion. The range throughout this year has been a low of $7.41, a high of $10.56. Some other key facts: headquarters located in Dearborn, Michigan. Recently incorporated back in 1919. Employs over 199,000 employees. That's really a lot of employees that they have under them. Large cap company in the consumer discretionary sector. Closest peers in the industry are actually General Motors, Ferrari, and Fiat Chrysler. The next one he wanted Tesla. He's been talking about Tesla. He's been trying to get me and my wife to buy a Tesla. Went to California earlier this year. You can check another video. Talked about that right up here. But things like that. He wants a Tesla. That's what's hot right now. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people want it, and he's a millennial, so he has a different mindset. So he's looking at something like that, and so now he wants to invest in it. And we bought a stock for him the other day. So the stock is currently trading, well, as of the other day, is trading for $3.33 or 31 cents, $3.31. Excuse me. Doesn't pay dividend, but the growth has been very well during this year. As you can see, it hit a low back in May of $178.97. So if you bought around this range, you're doing very well right now. You're sitting very well, sitting happy, because you see it jumped up dramatically very recently. So who is Tesla? Tesla designs, manufactures, and sells electric vehicles, particularly its high-end Model S and X, and the forthcoming mass-market-oriented Model 3. Tesla also generates revenue from selling zero-emission cars. Tesla was incorporated back in 2003, located in Palo Alto, California, employs 48,817 employees. Tesla is a large-cap company in the consumer discretionary sector, automobile industry. Closest peers are General Motors, Ferrari, and Ford. And so, really, it's, my son's portfolios continue to increase and go higher and higher, because we picked up these two stocks for him, and plus Ford plays a dividend, and, Tesla's a growth stock. So it's, he's got the best of both right now. So it's really going to do well for him in the future. And you haven't already, make sure you've, liked my video, subscribed, and because if you like this, if you like this video, if you give me 30 likes, I'm going to do another video talking about what is actually in my son's portfolio. So if you're still here by this point, make sure you like this video. And so, now I'm going to talk about, if you haven't already, subscribe. If you check out these other two videos here, talking about more about investing, a little bit more about you, and what you can do and what you can see. But hey, overall, take care, have a great day, and enjoy your week, and happy Thanksgiving, even though we're a day late.